Yamaha Pacificas have a reputation of being some of the best cheap guitars out there. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo. It's good to have you along. Yes, today I'm checking out a Yamaha Pacifica. I remember when I first tried out my first one way before I started this channel, and I was blown away by how good it was at that price point. And ever since those days when they first came out, they've had this reputation of being, in some people think that they're unbeatable at these prices and swear by them. And so about 5 years ago I tried one that was the same model as this one. It's the 112V. That was the VM, I think, with the maple fretboard. It was very good. So let's see how this one is, because it's been like 5-ish years since I tried it. It comes in at 299 euros, so it's fairly affordable. And I'm going to do some playing, and then I'm going to do some specs and talk and play some more and that kind of thing. So before I swap amps, here's something I noticed about this guitar, which is when I played it acoustically, just acoustically, and I suggest when you try guitars, try them without an amp as well, because that might reveal something that you wouldn't notice otherwise. It was this. I don't know how well the microphone will pick this up. There's a weird resonance there, and I think that the nut is not cut properly. Normally I'd ask my luthier friend, but he's away on holiday for a month, so no asking him now. Also, there was quite a bit of rattle here. And I've checked the neck, it's fine. So again, that would seem to point towards maybe the nut being, because there was no fret rock other than up here. And if you don't know what fret rock is, it's when one of the frets is sticking up slightly and you try it with a fret rocker. But that's minor. But we'll get back to these things after the Marshall. One other thing that I notice is that the frets, not polished, which on a budget-friendly guitar, no biggie, but this is 300 euros, so it's not the cheapest of the cheap. Before we go on, I would like to say that this video is very much sponsored by you good people who support this channel, because I buy the gear that I review so you get an honest review. There's a link in the description where if you buy something that way, it's an affiliate link, but if you buy something that way, it's budget gear that I recommend. You will be supporting the channel at no extra cost to you, even if you just buy your strings that way. Then you can, if you just want to buy me a coffee, you can do that, or buy me a super thanks here on YouTube. And here we run into the next thing, which is that this isn't intonated properly. Granted, just one string, but it's the D string. That should be the same note. So it's slightly under, it's no biggie. But if you're a beginner, might bum you out. Let's do one more thing. Let's check this is in tune. Not even close. Yeah, let's do the whammy bar test. That's how it's in tune now. Close enough for a Strat style guitar. And no lubing of the nut. So, what's the verdict? Or, well, yeah. There were some issues with this, and I had a similar one on the channel like 5 years ago. I think I mentioned it, and that one was really good. But I've tried 2 other Pacificas since then, and I didn't like either one of those. One was cheaper than this, and one was more expensive. Now, I don't know what's going on, if it's a case of my tastes becoming, or I'm becoming more critical because I've tried more gear than 5 years ago, or if it's that the quality of Pacificas have gone down, or if it's a bit of both, or if I've just had bad luck with these 3 last Pacificas that I've tried, because this is not a bad guitar, but I mean, it's not great either. It's nothing close to warranting the kind of praise that they get. I get the feeling that these instruments live off an old reputation, back from when they were the only proper thing around, because there was such a time when every cheap guitar, apart from a Pacifica, was pretty much junk. Squier might have made something, but these had a very good reputation for a reason. And I'm really sad that it's not, I mean, it's not up to the level of, say, Jet or Harley Benton, some Harley Benton stuff. If you go to Harley Bentons that are around 300, they're much better than this. Jet, same thing. E-Art do stuff that's way better than this at around the same price. And yeah, so these definitely do compete with Squiers, for instance. And then there's Cort, which they have the G110, which is just so much better than this. Frets are not polished. It wasn't properly intonated, which is really unusual. Most of the guitars that I get here, they are intonated. And if you don't know what you're doing, then that can be a bit of a hassle. In case you want to know what to do, you have to, on a Strat style guitar, you have to move this piece here, the saddle, and with the help of this screw. So if you want to raise the fretted note pitch, you have to move it this way. Before you do, loosen the string so that you don't damage anything here. That's kind of, yeah. A poorly cut nut. But more in general, I mean, on the back it has this small trem block. And it's not so much that I'm critical of some of these features. I might be, we're in summer now, coming into summer in Finland, so it might be that this will have some issues during the winter when it's really dry and the wood dries and frets start sprouting and the frets might start popping out. Then it might be a bigger issue. But the pickup switch, you can see it here, is that cheap rubbish thing that might last 10 years or might last one day. Small pots, I don't care about that. That's just at this price point. As long as it has pots that work. The push-pull thing is nice. It's not bad to play, but it's not great to play either. It stays in tune fairly well. It would stay in tune better if I lubed the nuts. But overall, I think there are better guitars out there. And those guitars, Some of them you can find in this video. I hope you do consider supporting the channel via one of the links in the description. But above all, I hope you had some use of this video, and I hope to see you in another one. Take care. See you. Goodbye.